From the studios of Books in Motion, this is Kris Faulkner reading 5 Days, 5 Dead by C.K. Crigger. Now let's begin with the prologue. Low-lying clouds spat snow and promised more, a lot more, if the slender young man hunkered in the shadow of a small cedar tree was any judge. Across from him, 2 men of the big burly sort also sought shelter from a brisk wind that had arrived during the night to drive the first flakes. An inch, or better, already covered the ground. None of the 3 was happy about the weather, even though the leader acknowledged that winter was winter in Spokane, Washington, just as it was where he came from. Anyway, a good dumping of snow would surely hide any traces the group might leave behind. He didn't want Jute to guess his identity too soon. No, he wanted to see her surprise when he revealed himself.
"Somebody's coming,"
one of the men whispered.
"I heard the door."
The leader smiled to himself. Jute was supremely predictable. An early riser, even here in this country, she kept to her habit of a walk before breakfast, rain or shine or snow.
"Get ready,"
he said.
"Be careful. Do not hurt her, you hear me?"
"Yeah," said one man. "Yeah," echoed the other. And yet the leader distrusted their assurances because it was still too dark for him to see if they meant to obey his instruction. They'd better. They'd been paid well. He had a moment's doubt about this plan. But when they talked about it back in the fatherland, he'd been assured it would work. They'd have money. No one would be hurt. Not even the Mark, really, who had a great deal of money. A minute slipped past. What took the woman so long? His feet moved in an anxious sort of dance. Sweat formed under his arms and on his brow beneath his hatband. Probably she had just stopped to pet the cat. Jute was fond of cats, and he'd noticed a calico slinking around the waste barrels at the rear of the hotel. His face puckered distastefully. It no doubt survived by foraging through the garbage. He would have to warn Jute not to touch the dirty creature lest she catch some disease. Voices, female, more than one. Oh, he cursed under his breath upon hearing the second. They spoke quietly to one another as they walked down the path to where he waited. This did not suit him at all. Why today, of all days, after she had told him that she usually walked alone? Hadn't she always denied his company back in the fatherland when he would have been glad to walk with her? A figure, outlined by the weak winter daylight, neared his hiding spot. Yes, it was she, although he couldn't see her face through the gloom, and the now rapidly falling snow, he recognized her figure, so soft and lush. Another woman followed a few steps behind, similar to the other, although taller and a little thinner. Closer they came. Jute stepped past him, a dainty woman, light on her feet, turning to say something to the other woman, who laughed. He frowned. That laugh. There was no time to think. "Now!" he cried, and the 3 men leapt from their hiding places. One of the big men grabbed Jute, threw her over his shoulder, and ran toward the river. This was all part of the plan. Another woman, silent in the first several moments of attack, found her voice, crying out as the second man roughly pushed her aside, and she fell. An overly loud string of curses pierced the cold morning air. He spun, barely able to see that one through the snow. "What are you doing?" he said to her. "Be quiet." And to the other man, "We need silence. The plan will be ruined." And then, leaving this man to watch for pursuit, he turned to follow the one bearing Jute away. There was the sound of a slap, one sure to spell doom for someone. And then blessed silence. Chapter 1. Nimble, the little Bedlington terrier Grattan Doyle had given me, for my protection, no less, peeked her wedge-shaped head around the corner and cast a wary glance at the 2-wheeled vehicle propped against the wall. I stifled a giggle. My dog was jealous of a bicycle. "Oh, come on in," I said to her. "It's not going to hurt you." She looked at me.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?